let me talk about something that I've learned in my experience of being an operator here at Big T's. People that are one-dimensional. Now, it's okay to be one-dimensional, if I'm honest. That's only good if you're trying to just be something on a regular level. Now, I mean no disrespect by calling somebody one-dimensional, but as an owner-operator, you cannot be one-dimensional. You need to be three-dimensional. You need to be somebody that it has eyes here, has eyes there, eyes in the back, like an eagle eye, and all of the above. You know, it sounds like I'm word salad a little bit, but it's the point that being one-dimensional is not a good attribute. But just because you are one-dimensional doesn't mean that you can't learn to be open to more. For example, personally, before, I thought I was a beast, you know? I can do this. And then we opened a second location, and I realized that I was not a beast, and I was not ready. And sure, I can handle one store amazingly, but at first, I couldn't handle two stores because I always just thought of how is it gonna be the same? And it's not the same. Every step of growing is always gonna be different, and it's gonna be new. And I'm here to tell you, it's hard, but it's totally worth it. As an owner-operator of a restaurant who's trying to scale this into as many stores as I can, it might be hard, but it's possible. Being one-dimensional means that you only see the task. You don't see above the task, on the left side of the task, beyond the task, before the task. It means that if I tell you, in a pizza example, if I tell you that I need you to make sure that you do 7 larges of dough for every Friday, you will do 7 larges of dough no matter what. A one-dimensional person won't see that maybe this Friday might be a fight, although fights are usually Saturdays. And they might not see that this Friday might be Halloween, a busier day. Somebody that isn't one-dimensional sees above, sees the future, sees before, if that makes any sense. So let me get a little bit deeper. I understand that we are getting busier in our store in Whittier. Let me give you a better example. Last year for Halloween, we sold about a little bit over $2,000. It was busy that day, but it was also a Thursday. So maybe that has a little bit of play on why. And if I'm honest, this Halloween, it landed on a Friday and the Dodgers were playing, and we're based in Southern California and Whittier, a lot of Los Angeles Dodgers fans out there. That day, we sold out, literally, of dough. We sold twice the amount. We actually made extra dough for the same reason, and we sold everything out. And we closed like at 7. I think we ran out of dough at 7. We closed at 9, so we ran out of dough for 2 hours. And we were already limiting the orders for the same reason that I didn't know how many orders we had. My point being is, as a person that doesn't see the future and doesn't see the past, you need to see the past. And I see a pattern. The pattern is it's getting busier on busy days. So now I know for the next busy day, like a Super Bowl, the next Halloween, I gotta prepare. A person that's one-dimensional will not see that. Now, I'm not saying, again, that it's bad to be that way, but you do need to try to see it from a different angle. Because if you're always just seeing one thing, the task, how will you progress? Because you only see the task. Now, from my experience, it's hard to teach somebody that, but it's not impossible. You do need to create systems, but yeah, being one-dimensional isn't the end of the world. As an owner-operator, you can't put people in charge that are just one-dimensional. You need people that can see past the task to be up there so they can help you better the business. Because if they only see one thing, then that person is only good for that one thing, and they're not good for multiple things. And as technically a manager, as an owner-operator, and all of the above, the person doing everything at a restaurant, you need to be able to do it all. And again, the way you teach a person to be a little bit less one-dimensional is by creating a system. Now, I keep saying creating a system, and of course, everybody says that. But you have to build a system or find a system that suits you. I've seen a lot of people talk about systems, but I don't see a lot of people talking about systems that work in a restaurant. I've seen some people that talk about restaurant systems, feel like they don't fully work with me, or maybe we're just different. Now, maybe I might help somebody out and they might see my side. Again, for a one-dimensional person, you do need systems to break them out of that so you could progress. Now, if you don't see them progressing after a while, I do recommend looking for an alternative and seeing another angle and not being one dimensional, because if your plan is to grow and scale, from my experience, you need people that can see more than just a task.